Archangel Michael says, "My child, this is urgent. Keep it secret and listen closely. What you are about to hear is not ordinary. It is not coincidence. It is not chance. This is a divine instruction, sent in this very moment to prepare you, to protect you, and to position you for what is coming next. Heaven is speaking. God is revealing. The Spirit is stirring. And I am here to deliver the message you cannot afford to miss. Hear me now. Before every breakthrough, there is a shaking. Before every blessing, there is a battle. Before your testimony is released, the enemy tries one final time to stop you. That is why you are hearing this word right now. That is why Archangel Michael has been sent to you today. The Lord says, "Be alert, for something hidden will soon be revealed. Be watchful, for not everyone who claps for you is truly for you. Be wise, for what is coming will test the strength of your faith. But do not fear. Yes, a storm is near, but so is your shelter. Yes, opposition is rising, but heaven's armies are rising higher. Yes, lies are being spoken, but the truth of God's word will expose them all. Child of God, you have been under attack. Quiet attacks. Silent opposition. Words spoken behind your back. Plots formed in secret places. But Archangel Michael declares, enough is enough. The time has come for exposure. The time has come for divine justice. The time has come for you to rise. Listen closely. There is someone who has smiled in your face while holding a dagger behind their back. There is someone who has pretended to support you, but their heart is far from you. And God says, I will uncover their schemes. I will reveal their true intentions. I will not let you be destroyed by deception. This is why the angel says, keep this word in your spirit, because soon the very person you thought you could trust may show their true colors. But do not be shaken. Do not panic. For heaven is 2 steps ahead of every earthly plan. Archangel Michael is already standing guard. The sword of light has been drawn. The fire of heaven surrounds you. The shield of God's hand covers your home. And though the enemy plots, they cannot penetrate the covering over your life. God says, this battle is mine. This victory is yours. This ending will not be your downfall, it will be the beginning of your breakthrough. Listen again, beloved. What was designed to break you will bless you. What was meant to harm you will heal you. What was planned in secret will be shouted openly, and everyone will know, the hand of God is on you. Do not share every thought with every ear. Do not give every secret to every listener. Heaven is warning you now, silence is your shield. Discernment is your weapon. And prayer is your greatest defense. The angel says, stay alert. Stay awake. Stay ready. Because the shaking is close, but so is your miracle. God says, I will not let your tears be wasted. I will not let your prayers go unanswered. I will not let your enemies laugh at your downfall. Instead, I will prepare a table for you in the very presence of those who tried to betray you. I will anoint your head with oil. I will cause your cup to overflow. This is your time. This is your moment. This is your confirmation. Do not doubt. Do not delay. Do not dismiss this word. Archangel Michael says, you are surrounded by angels. You are hidden under the shadow of the Almighty. You are covered by the blood of Jesus. And nothing, I say nothing, will be able to stop the destiny that God has prepared for you. Beloved, repeat after me, I am chosen. I am protected. I am covered. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. Every tongue that rises against me will be condemned. My future is secure. My blessings are unfolding. My breakthrough is here. Say it again. Declare it until the atmosphere around you shifts. Type 1 receive in the comments right now as a declaration that this word belongs to you. Archangel Michael says, heaven is closer than you think. Your victory is closer than you feel. Your miracle is about to knock at your door. Be ready. Be alert. Be covered. For what comes next will not break you, it will bless you. The storm is passing. The rainbow is forming. The blessing is arriving. God says, trust me, for I am doing a new thing, and no one can stop it. Hold this word close. Keep it in your spirit. Do not let the enemy snatch it away. This is urgent. This is prophetic. This is for you. 1010 is a sign that divine timing is working in your favor. Every delay you've faced was preparation, not rejection. When you see this number, it's confirmation that you are about to step into alignment with blessings you prayed for. 717 carries the energy of healing and inner renewal. It often appears when you are being called to release old pain and embrace a season of restoration. This is a sign that your wounds are turning into wisdom. 2424 is a number of divine rebuilding. It shows up when God is reconstructing your foundation, making it stronger than ever before. Every broken piece is being put back together with heavenly precision. 525 appears to remind you that divine love, healing, and alignment are flowing into your life. Relationships will strengthen, burdens will lift, and your heart will find balance again. 909 is a message of endings and new beginnings. Old chapters are closing so that you can step into a greater story. Release what no longer serves you. God is opening better doors. 1818 carries the vibration of prosperity and divine provision. When you see this number, it's a sign that resources, opportunities, and favor are being released into your life in abundance. 414 appears as reassurance that your prayers have been heard. Even the whispers you thought no one noticed have reached heaven. Help is already on the way. 1717 is the number of answered prayers. It reminds you that what once felt impossible is now becoming your reality. Expect sudden breakthroughs. 303 is a number of restoration. It shows up to remind you that nothing you've lost is beyond God's ability to return in a better form. Your story is not over yet. 1234 is a number of divine progress. It means you're moving step by step into the future God designed for you. Every small action is part of a bigger plan. 747 is a number of guidance and protection. It often appears when angels are leading you forward, assuring you that you are not walking alone. 808 is a sign of abundance and balance. It's a reminder that financial stability, peace, and harmony are flowing into your life in divine timing. 606 carries the energy of family, foundation, and home. It often shows up when healing, unity, and peace are being restored to the people closest to you. 313 is a number of encouragement. It reminds you that your faith has already moved unseen mountains. Keep believing, miracles are closer than you think. 919 represents transformation and wisdom. Your past struggles are shaping you into a stronger version of yourself. Better doors are opening while old ones are closing. 1414 is a reminder that opportunities are aligning in your favor. Doors that once seemed locked are beginning to open. Walk boldly into your season of favor. 818 is a sign that cycles are ending. The habits, fears, and setbacks that held you back are being broken. Freedom is unfolding in your life. 2020 brings clarity and vision. It appears when confusion is leaving and divine understanding is entering your heart. You are being given spiritual insight. 3333 is a reminder of divine companionship. You are surrounded by angels and heavenly guidance. You are never alone, even in your hardest battles. 1919 is a number of resilience. It appears to confirm that you've come too far to give up now. Your best and brightest season is still ahead of you. 5252 is a sign that love, healing, and divine harmony are aligning in your relationships. The people meant to stay will grow closer, and peace will enter your connections. 404 is a sign of protection. It's heaven's reminder that no weapon formed against you will prosper. God's shield is surrounding you. 2727 is a number of divine connections. It shows up when you are about to meet the right people to help you step into your next chapter. 1515 means change and renewal. It often comes when old cycles are breaking so that fresh opportunities can rise. Trust the new direction. 626 is a message of strength. It reminds you that your struggles are shaping a foundation of wisdom and power within you. 454 shows up as a divine nudge that big changes are happening behind the scenes. Trust that even unseen, God is moving everything in your favor. 1221 is a number of balance and restoration. It reminds you that harmony is returning where there was once chaos. 3131 is a sign of faith and miracles. It reassures you that your prayers have been heard and that unseen blessings are already on their way. 171 is a number of encouragement from heaven. It confirms that every step you've taken in faith is leading you closer to your breakthrough. 9191 is a sign of rebirth and fresh beginnings. Your struggles are closing, and your spirit is being renewed for what's ahead. God's timing is perfect. What is meant for you will find you, my beloved. Listen carefully. What is meant for you in God's plan will never miss you. You don't have to chase it down in desperation. You don't have to manipulate your way into it. You don't have to sacrifice your peace for it. When something is truly from God, it carries peace, not pressure. It comes with assurance, not anxiety. Sometimes we grow restless, wondering if we've missed our moment, our opportunity, or our blessing. But God whispers, "You are not late. You are not forgotten. You are right where I need you to be." You don't have to force what God has already ordained when the Lord has written something into your story. You don't have to fight against the current to make it happen. His hand will open the doors you cannot open, place the right people in your path, and remove the wrong ones. He will shift circumstances in ways you never could on your own. Think of it this way: if you're constantly drained, exhausted, or forcing something into existence, ask yourself, is this from God, or am I trying to create it myself? God's blessings don't come with chaos. They don't rob you of peace. They don't leave you doubting your worth. The true gifts of God arrive with divine alignment, perfect timing, and confirmation that your spirit can feel deep within. If it's not from Him, it will fade. There are seasons when God allows certain people, opportunities, or plans into our lives, but only for a time. Not everything is meant to last. Some things enter to teach you, to grow you, or to guide you closer to Him. And when their purpose is finished, God removes them. It can be painful, but it's protection. When something is not from Him, it will eventually fade. It will not hold. It will not remain. That's not rejection, that's redirection. When you see something slipping away that you thought was permanent, don't panic. Trust that God is pruning your life for greater fruit. What is truly yours, what is truly written into your destiny, cannot be stolen, cannot be lost, cannot be taken by anyone else. If it is from Him, it will come with peace. The opposite is also true. When something is divinely designed for you, it will not leave you restless. You will not have to question every step. It may still require patience, prayer, and perseverance, but deep within your spirit you will feel peace. That peace is God's signature. It's His seal. It's His confirmation that this is for you. And here's the beauty: when He brings it, it won't just be about the blessing itself. It will be about the way He brings it, in a way you never could have arranged, in a timing you never could have predicted, with details so carefully orchestrated that you'll know only God could have written it. You are not forgotten, beloved. The waiting is not a sign of abandonment. It's a sign of preparation. God did not bring you this far to leave you. He is still moving, even in the silence. He is still arranging, even when you can't see it. You are not behind. You are not overlooked. You are not forgotten. Heaven knows your name, your prayers, your tears, your dreams. God has every detail of your life in His hands, and He is working them together for your good. Behind the scenes, He is moving people, shaping circumstances, closing doors that would have harmed you, and unlocking ones that will bless you. What you can't see now, you will one day thank Him for. He's turning things around. In His time, divine timing is often different from human timing. We want right now. God says, not yet, because I'm preparing something better. He is not delaying to punish you. He is delaying to perfect it. He is not withholding. He is arranging. And when the time is right, what has been hidden will be revealed, what has been locked will be opened, and what has been slow will accelerate. What you thought was too late will arrive just in time. What you thought was lost will be restored in ways beyond your imagination. Stay ready. The answer is closer than you think. The blessing you've been praying for is not far off. It's not impossible. It's not forgotten in heaven's archives. It's already in motion. The hand of God is closer than you think. So stay ready. Stay faithful. Keep praying. Keep believing. Keep preparing. For when the time comes, it will happen suddenly, and you will need to be ready to step into it. When you see the hand of God move, it will be undeniable. You will look back and say, only God could have done this. Only God could have written this chapter of my story. God's delays are not denials, child of God. I know the waiting feels heavy. I know there are nights you lie awake wondering if your prayers are echoing into silence. You ask yourself, did I miss my chance? Did I wait too long? Did I do something wrong? But hear this truth: God's delays are not His denials. When heaven seems silent, it does not mean God has forgotten you. Silence is often the space where He is working most. Seeds grow underground before they break through the soil. Miracles are shaped in the unseen before they manifest in the natural. When God says, wait, He is not withholding, He is preparing. He's aligning the right people, arranging the right timing, and protecting you from what could destroy you if it arrived too soon. Think of Joseph in the pit, in the prison, before he was placed in the palace. Each delay was divine preparation. The promise was always his, but the timing had to be perfected. And so it is with you. Peace is the mark of God's hand. One of the greatest signs of God's involvement in your life is peace. You don't need to wrestle endlessly or feel constant anxiety about whether something will work out. The blessing of God comes with rest. It may stretch your faith, yes. It may challenge your patience, yes. But it will not torment your spirit. If it's tearing you apart, draining you, making you compromise your values or your peace, that is not from Him. Release it. Trust Him enough to let go of what is not His will, because when you release the counterfeit, He can give you the authentic. Peace is the currency of heaven. And when God writes something into your story, it will carry His peace as confirmation. God moves people for your protection. Sometimes the greatest blessing is not who He brings into your life, but who He removes. You may not understand why certain relationships, opportunities, or friendships faded. You may have felt abandoned, betrayed, or left behind. But beloved, God sees what you cannot see. He hears conversations you were never meant to hear. He knows the motives of hearts that you cannot discern. When He moves someone out of your life, it is never to harm you, but to protect you. Some people were not meant to walk with you into the next chapter. Some doors were not meant to open because behind them was a trap. Some opportunities were distractions dressed as blessings. Every no from God is an act of mercy. Every closed door is a shield. Every removal is a form of divine redirection. Trust that the author of your story knows how to edit out the characters who don't belong in your future chapters. You're not behind, you're in God's timing. The enemy whispers, you're late. Everyone else is ahead. You've missed your moment. But that is a lie. You are not behind. You are right on schedule for God's plan. Your life is not measured by comparison to others. The story God is writing for you is unlike anyone else's. Think of Sarah, who gave birth to Isaac when it seemed far too late. Think of Moses, who was called at 80 years old to deliver Israel. Think of Jesus, who waited until Lazarus was 4 days in the grave before He showed up. Why? Because God specializes in showing His glory in what looks impossible. He lets the clock run out, not to discourage you, but to reveal His power when human hope is gone. So don't believe the lie that you are late. God is never late. He is perfectly on time. The blessing will find you. What is meant for you does not need you to chase it in desperation. It will come to you because heaven has written it in your story. Just as Ruth found herself in Boaz's field at the right moment, you will find yourself in the right place at the right time. Just as Esther was positioned in the palace for such a time as this, you will be positioned exactly where God needs you. When the blessing is yours, it will find you. You don't need to beg for it. You don't need to manipulate for it. You don't need to compromise your values for it. Rest in this truth: if it's for you, it cannot miss you. If it's not for you, you don't need it. Stay ready. Suddenly, it will happen. Heaven works in suddenlies. One day Joseph was in the prison, and the next he was in the palace. One day the disciples were fishing, and the next they were called to follow Jesus. One day Paul was persecuting Christians, and the next he was preaching Christ. The same God of suddenlies is still writing your story. That's why you must stay ready. Stay faithful in prayer. Stay diligent in preparation. Stay consistent in your walk with Him. Because when God moves, He moves quickly, and you will need to be prepared to step into what He has prepared for you. Don't lose heart in the waiting, because the suddenly is coming. And when it comes, it will not just answer your prayer, it will exceed your expectation. God is still writing your story. My child, you may look at your life right now and wonder, why hasn't it happened yet? Why is the breakthrough delayed? Why does it seem like others are moving forward while I'm standing still? But hear me, your story is not finished. The author of your life has not put down his pen. Every pause, every delay, every silent season is still part of the plot he is carefully unfolding. You are in the middle of the story, not the end. Just because the chapter you're in feels heavy does not mean the book of your life is over. A good author knows how to weave tension, silence, and mystery before the resolution. And God is the greatest author of all time. Don't judge the story by the chapter you're in. Hold on, because the best is yet to come. When God removes, He replaces. There are moments you felt stripped, left empty, or forgotten after God took something or someone from your life. You thought it was punishment. You thought it was rejection. But beloved, it was protection. Every removal makes space for something greater. God never subtracts without the intention of adding something better. He never takes without the desire to replace with what is eternal, stable, and aligned with His will. Job lost everything: family, wealth, health, but in the end, God restored double. What you lost was painful, yes. But what God is preparing to restore will exceed what you lost. He will not just give you back what slipped away, He will give you more. The silence of God is not His absence. Silence can feel suffocating. You pray and hear nothing. You wait and see nothing. You knock and no door opens. But silence is not abandonment. Think of a teacher during an exam. They are quiet, not because they left, but because you are being tested. God's silence often means He is watching to see if you will trust Him without constant reassurance. He is building endurance, maturity, and faith in your spirit. And while you cannot hear His voice in the silence, you can trust His heart. Remember this: silence is not absence. Hidden does not mean forgotten. God's way is higher than yours. You might be asking, why did this happen? Why didn't God allow it to work out? Why did the door close? But His ways are higher than ours. He sees the beginning and the end. He knows where every road leads. He knows the harm hidden behind opportunities that look shiny on the surface. Isaiah 55 verses 8 to 9 reminds us, "For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, declares the Lord." If you could see what He sees, you would thank Him for every delay, every closed door, and every no. You would realize it was all to protect you and prepare you for the yes that will blow your mind. God is preparing you for the blessing. Sometimes the blessing is ready, but you are not yet prepared to carry it. God will not give you something that will crush you. Instead, He strengthens you first. David was anointed king as a boy, but he did not step into the throne immediately. He spent years tending sheep, fighting lions and bears, and facing Goliath. Each battle prepared him for the crown. And so it is with you. The wait is not wasted. The struggle is not wasted. The lessons are not wasted. Every season of preparation is equipping you for the blessing you prayed for. When the time comes, you will not just receive the blessing, you will be strong enough to sustain it. Your delay is a setup for divine acceleration. When it looks like nothing is happening, don't be discouraged. God often allows what seems like a delay so that when He moves, it happens suddenly. Years of waiting can turn into one moment of breakthrough. Decades of silence can turn into a suddenly shift. Joseph waited years in obscurity, but one encounter with Pharaoh shifted his life overnight. The Israelites waited for centuries for a Messiah, and in one moment, the Word became flesh. What feels like wasted time is actually a setup for sudden acceleration. The blessing may take time to arrive, but when it comes, it will come swiftly and powerfully. He didn't bring you this far to leave you. Look back over your life for a moment. Think of the times you thought you wouldn't make it, yet you did. Think of the nights you thought you would break, yet you survived. The same God who carried you then will carry you now. He did not bring you through all those valleys, storms, and battles just to abandon you here. He is faithful. Philippians 1 verse 6 declares, "He who began a good work in you will carry it on to completion until the day of Christ Jesus." What He started, He will finish. What He promised, He will fulfill. Stay positioned for what's coming. This is not the time to give up. This is not the time to lose faith. This is not the time to step out of alignment. Stay in prayer. Stay in the Word. Stay faithful in the small things. Stay obedient even when it doesn't make sense. Because the blessing is coming. The answer is on the way. The breakthrough is closer than you think. And when it arrives, you will need to be positioned, heart ready, spirit ready, faith ready. Do not let weariness make you forfeit the promise. Stay positioned, because what you've been waiting for is almost here.